Welcome back, beautiful bright stars, to Genshin Impact's event, Roses and Muskets. We're just picking up from where... Oh, do I have to start this over?
Right. This is the
gosh,
place.
Okay. 1 second. All right, now we're back. Welcome, welcome. We now need to hear what Chevreuse has to say to us. Oh, over here? Huh, all right. Yeah, what's up?
So what did you want to tell us, Chevreuse?
Have you read The Two Musketeers?
No. I've heard a bit about it. I haven't read it yet.
The story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron and their struggle to survive together and take revenge for their mother.
Whoa.
They were raised at the baron's estate where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the baron had with the maid, so they were never treated well by anyone. One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor. It was quite evident that the culprits were the other members of the baron's household, who never had any kind words to say to them.
Holy dang.
However, the baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. The mother's death was eventually deemed as a suicide, and there was no chance of bringing her murderers to justice. The two siblings decided to flee and someday avenge their mother.
Dang! That sounds like a sick story, to be honest. I'm like, I wonder it's a little too close to home for the Kamisato siblings. I mean, their mother, supposedly. Their parents, weren't murdered. Supposedly. I have theories on that.
Many years later, members of the baron's family suddenly started turning up dead one after the other, all killed by gunshot. A rainbow rose was found on each of the victims' bodies, being the flower that the kid's mother liked best.
Oh, that's the MO.
The baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him, so he lived in fear each day. But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago.
Dang.
They relied on each other to survive and trained day and night, eventually becoming adept musketeers.
Wow.
They used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing their plan and exacting revenge on the baron. Their actions let the truth behind their mother's death be known to all.
Wow. That's an awesome story.
That's quite an exhilarating story.
Although it is wrong, still, that's a freaking awesome story.
Yep, the baron got what he deserved for his evil deeds, and justice was able to prevail. It was just the kind of story I enjoy.
Justice, though? Interesting. 'Cause I don't think revenge is justice. Except for that last part, obviously, where they knew that the mother was murdered.
Oh, so is that why you were so willing to join our crew, Chevreuse?
You could say it was one of the reasons.
Oh, you mean there were other reasons too?
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or when you lent your hand to resolve our nation's crisis, you've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great mind for deductions.
Aw, why thank you. Wait, so what you're implying is there's a case that you need our help with? Oh, really?
Yes, you're as sharp as I expected.
Ooh.
It seems you've experienced many similar situations before.
Oh, I'm actually excited to do this then.
There's been a recent murder case involving Muskets. The perpetrator's methods appear to be very similar to what is described in the novel.
Oh, for real?
Huh, really? But Paimon didn't see anything about that in today's papers.
The Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public because the investigation is currently at a standstill. The murderer is extremely cautious.
Whoa.
Murder involving firearms? But not that many people use those in Fontaine, right?
Could it be someone for your... What? Could it be someone from your platoon? Nah, no way.
Impossible. We perform a routine inspection of our firearms and ammo reserves every day. If one of the weapons had been fired, it would stick out like a sore thumb. Besides, I trust the members of my platoon.
Yeah, sorry for asking that.
However... Well, that's all I can disclose about the case today.
Okay.
Huh? What do you mean?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. You can decide tomorrow whether or not you'd like to join the investigation with me.
Oh, I'll tell you right now. The answer is yes.
I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but the more capable people we have, the better the chances that justice will prevail.
Yeah. Can't someone from the Special Patrol help you investigate?
Carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. Our job is to apprehend the perpetrators. Finding them is really up to the Marechaussee Phantom. You could say I'm taking part in the investigation out of personal interest. I don't want people to see Muskets in a negative way, and also, I'm concerned about the similarity between the crimes and the story.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fair.
You mean they might be connected somehow?
I suspect so. Just to make myself clear, this is not an order, nor is it a deal of any kind. It's a request, nothing more.
I get that. You're good.
If you two have any interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow and are willing to assist me, then I would be most grateful.
What do you think, Traveler?
It's already been quite a day. Let's give it some thought tomorrow. Pfft, the answer is yes, obviously.
Yeah, you're right. Paimon's getting a little tired, too. We've really been hustling all day.
You'd better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm mind, especially when you're about to make an important decision. Otherwise, when the moment comes, you might end up like that shopkeeper and not even realize that the right choice is right there in front of you.
I actually really like that about her, that she literally gave him a chance to turn it in all day, and he didn't do it. She was there that whole time. I like that about her. Oh, yes, we can continue. Oh, there's Ayaka. And Yoimiya, sorry.
Ayaka! Yoimiya! You're already here!
Yoimiya is just not my favorite. Ayaka is I love her. She's great.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
It did.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udet's Nervillette at the Palais Mermonia.
And I wasn't there? Hoyoverse, you are so cruel. My two Hydro-men were in the same room conversing and I wasn't there? Hoyoverse, you have done me the greatest injustice. I am so upset. That is the most upsetting line I have ever read in this game. Oh, I'm kidding. Obviously, it's not. But I wish I was there.
I was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture.
Dude, what did they talk about? I'm so curious. No. Being a Hydro main sucks. No, Ayato and Neuvillette. I can't. I'm not going to be able to get over this. Oh, frick me.
So I rode the aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Oh, I'm so glad you had a good time, Ayaka. I am pissed.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there. Two mechanical puppets that were dancing together. You've already seen them, right?
Oh, yeah. The Dirge of Coppelia and the Nemesis of Coppelius. I never tried to figure out what their names are.
Yeah, those two. Amazing, aren't they?
I've only fought them once, and boy, I didn't enjoy it. But they're freaking dope. I did enjoy that you could just go up to them and watch them dance. And they don't fight you, unless you start it, obviously. I like it.
We sat and watched for quite a while.
I did too!
It was mesmerizing. Like we could keep watching them forever.
Literally, the first time I actually went up to them and I just like sat in, there's a chair there actually. It's a really big chair. You could just sit in it and I watched them for a little bit. Not from the chair because it actually wasn't very practical, but I sat in that chair for a little bit and then I moved closer and it was lovely.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them too.
It was.
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach. Well, diving to be exact.
Oh,
it was the first time
wow.
I ever breathed underwater.
That's so sick. I love that.
I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then splash! We were beneath the waves.
That's adorable. And I bet simps for these two are going crazy right now. Just. Oh, that's amazing. That was super cute though.
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all.
Oh, that's awesome. Are you kidding me? We get to see them do this? I better see the conversation between Ayato and Nouvellette, or else I'm gonna be upset that you showed me this.
Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
Oh, that's super adorable.
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in.
Aww.
The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
Gosh, I love Fontaine. Just listen to that music, man.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma.
This is one of my favorite underwater songs.
Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
Oh, you mean Hunter's Rays and Blubber Beasts.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the name Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
Oh my gosh, I loved that. That was super cute.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aquabus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Nah, she's a firecracker. She's full of energy.
Yeah, even I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night. But as soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go.
Yep, there you go.
Speaking of the film, where's everybody else?
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon.
Nice.
As for the others, We're here.
There they are.
Please excuse my tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
Dang.
Wait, 6 miles?
Atta girl. Farina! Good morning!
I'm so tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has.
Yeah, take it from Yoimiya. She has loads.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar.
I can.
Sure, I'd be happy to do that for you.
Ayaka's such a sweetheart.
No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. The last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes.
Fair, fair.
I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
Aw, cute. Poor Ayato. He never gets to enjoy himself as much.
So much energy. Seriously, what's her secret?
Boy, does he love his sister. That's the cutest thing.
Oh, Yoimiya's always like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Of course not. I I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted or adapted.
Nice, I knew that you would.
Wow, Paimon didn't expect you to be so thorough.
Paimon, are you... Shut up! Just shut up! Oh my gosh! What do you mean? She doesn't understand Farina at all, and it's really pissing me off. She gets everybody else but Farina? What? I don't get it. That's such a Farina move.
Well, I was the biggest star in all of Fontaine after all.
Literally.
It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it.
Yeah, you do, girl. And that's why we all love you.
I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
And again, we love you for that. And fair point. Of course you would do that for your own life as well.
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
Oh my gosh. I like the camera. Oh my gosh, hey, that was cool. I like that shot and how it was moving as if she was walking.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called director and the aroma of coffee feels almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
Cute.
It seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
Ugh, hello, Mr. Working Man.
We've reached an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
Nice.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our film and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers.
Nice. Smart move.
Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members.
Ooh?
This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items.
Nice.
And this is Bono, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Nice. Bono. I like it.
Wow. Sure feels like we have some real professionals joining the crew now.
What? Why have I never... So this is just the thing. I've never focused a whole lot on what Paimon has to say until more recently. And like, she loves these passive-aggressive, undertoned, like, digs at people. Dude, she's so toxic. What the fudge?
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew.
Yeah.
When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin for this film.
Aww.
I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
You bet, man. And you got the best of the best, too. Like, holy crap. Farina was right. The Archons, what'd she say? The gods are smiling upon you or something? Yeah. Yes.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
And that too.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
Ooh!
Yes.
That's exciting.
The story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now!
Yes! Let's do it!
You may take it from here, Director Farina.
I'm so excited!
All right. Listen up, everyone.
Give it to us, Farina.
The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors can go get their makeup done, and extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
Whoa. Seems Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Duh.
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set like umbrella finches. All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine.
Ah, she said the line. Oh, yes.
Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
I love that so much. It's so amazing.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized by that.
Paimon, who isn't in Fontaine? It literally just happened.
Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
Gosh, you're so unempathetic. What's the word for that? There's a word for that. You're so dense. That's a better one. My Farina! Hello!
I don't need any help here. Why don't you try asking someone else?
All right. I didn't come over here I'm sorry. I know you don't need any help. You're a freaking boss. I just wanted to talk to you because I like you. You're awesome. But I shall go ask someone else, thank you. Oh, Yoimiya needs help.
How about here?
A little more to the left.
You got it.
Lighting?
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. It's interesting to imagine what kind of atmosphere the lights will create.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and
boy.
Paimon will be the clapper loader, right? Those roles are just perfect for the two of you.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the clapperboard while flying?
Yes, and that's all that you're good for. Clapping away. Yapping your jaws at anything that moves. Saying whatever comes out of your mouth with no filter or thought behind it. I'm sorry.
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant.
Then what'd you mean, Yoimiya?
I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack.
See, this is the thing. I was super close with Paimon. But then I realized how toxic she is, and I'm kind of drifting from her. Actually, we start rolling before that. The clapperboard just gets edited out in post-production. Oh yeah, that is true.
Oh, I see. It's amazing to see the magic behind filmmaking.
Yeah.
Yoimiya, we need lights over there too.
Oh, on it! I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
I agree. Gosh, her energy is
Seems like Yoimiya's
intoxicating.
really getting into it.
I love it.
But she was right. We do have a super close bond, don't we?
We used to.
Paimon's really happy to hear that.
I'm closer to all the other people that we've met so far than Paimon. Oh, hello. Let's talk to these lovely ladies first.
So this is what a musket looks like.
Not exactly.
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before. She said that you two were great friends when you were kids.
Aww.
No talking. I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow.
Ah, yes. To help me really look the part.
To achieve a more young and naive look for this scene.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
Well, I mean, you are in your late 20s / early 30s, right? But no, they shouldn't be. But, you know, like when they say young, you gotta be like young. You know, teenager.
You just have too much of a calculating look in your eyes.
Fair. He is kind of a masterful genius.
You sure don't mince your words. It seems you really haven't changed much.
Quiet.
I like Chiori. She's pretty great. Can I? Is it? Oh, okay. I was like, it's the same thing. Oh?
So, this is a real musket?
No.
No, it's just a prop weapon.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions I saw in reference images.
Nice. Wow.
When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle, which will help create the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
Nice.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for gunshots will also be added in post-production.
So then should Ayaka test a real one out so she knows like what the recoil feels like?
Thank you, Veronique. I think I know where to start now. However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
Nice.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres. I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
She pulls hers out. Uh-huh.
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
I also perform similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Yes, this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yes, well said. It seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
Cute. I like that.
Sounds like they found a common interest to talk about.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
Gun safety. Most important.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder, and use your eye to look down the weapon's sights.
Like this?
Like a gangster.
Not bad. Now, try saying your lines.
This is the end of the road for you.
Oh, dang!
Good. Now turn your body a little. That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to demonstrate. This is the end of the road for you.
Oh, snap.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Oh?
Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Yeah, that Chevres should probably, oh, is he gonna give up his role? Be like, it should be her.
Oh? What is it?
I hope not.
Like this?
Yes, much better.
What do you think?
No, don't!
I do see your point. But are you sure you wish to do this?
I believe it would be most fitting.
No, Ayato!
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand.
You always take the back seat. You're always behind the scenes. I was so looking forward to him being in it.
Miss Ayaka, Miss Chevres, could the two of you please come over here?
Gosh, Ayato, I hate that that's a part of your character. I'm kidding. I actually love it. You too good of a person. You're so underrated, my gosh.
Huh? What's going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
Let's go see.
What is it?
I have a question for you, Miss Chevres. Would you be willing to play the role of a musketeer?
It would be cool if they put 3 musketeers.
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
Wow, it's like I know Ayato like the back of my hand or something.
But brother...
I know, Ayako, like what the fudge? You guys would have actually played siblings, and it's fine.
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing.
Of course you do.
I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our 2 countries, and I've heard that the bureaucratic process here can get rather complicated.
Yeah, it does.
Now, I will be able to focus on my work. Besides, you also know that I'm not really one for public performances.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was so shocked. And I was so excited because it's not you. I'm so mad. Can you at least tell me about what you and Nouvellette are talking about? My 2 mains? Like, what the fudge?
Are you really sure?
Of course he is, Ayaka, and it's upsetting.
From a director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the 2 musketeers in the original story could be improved.
What do you mean?
The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the 2 supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well.
Dang! And that's so funny because that's the complete opposite of the Kamisato siblings. Dang. Ayaka is the one that's always in the light. Oh my gosh, I freaking love Ayato.
But if we were to change the siblings to 2 sisters of a similar age, then that aspect of the story might come through more clearly.
Very true. Dang, man.
Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka. That cold and dignified personality is exactly what we need for the older musketeer.
Of course, even with all these insights, the decision should still be made by Miss Chevres.
Chevres mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
But she will still have to prioritize her work. But we still don't know if she's a big fan of acting.
All right, I'll take the role.
Nice.
Good. It's decided then. I'll get started on making edits to the script. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costumes. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
I'm glad, but I'm also mad.
You're doing a great favor for me, Miss Chevres. You have my gratitude.
But not mine.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Alright, I'm out of this. I'm out. Ayato's out. I'm out.
Well, since my brother is the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry.
Yeah.
Let's go, Miss Chevres. I look forward to working with you.
Please, just call me Chevres.
I'm so bitter.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
That's also another thing I thought about. Because he's much older, he might be like, you know what, I'm too old to play this character.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that I was mostly motivated by a desire to spend more time on formal business.
It was probably for both reasons. You don't have to lie, Ayato.
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, Her brother is someone who can juggle 10 different matters at the same time.
True.
I'm sure you have other reasons for backing out.
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the Traveler.
Yeah.
But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends. I think it would be harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side. I would like to give her some space.
Ayato, what the fudge, dude? Do you ever think about your own happiness? I'm kidding. His happiness stems from Ayako. But that's adorable. Gosh, I love him. Oh, I'm not crying, you're crying. That's not like my own brother in any way, shape, or form. Fudge. I love my brothers too.
Alright, go on. Spoil her some more.
She deserves it, to be fair.
Ayato, it's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
Oh, I so did. This is the punishment you deserve. This is justice. I wanted him to say those lines. Also, this line here, this is the punishment you deserve. Is that what Hoyoverse is trying to tell me? What the fuck? What the fudge?
No need to poke fun at me. I'd wager that you also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
No! What do you mean? No, I thought you would be perfect. Mainly because I wanted you to do it. Sorry that I'm griping so much about this. I'm really upset. This is my main, okay? I just want him to be happy and to do stuff. And to be a part of the game more. Just because he's so awesome and so fleshed out, yet I feel like he's just so in the background and behind the scenes, and I just want him to be in the spotlight sometimes, you know?
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
That is very true. That's why I'm like, you can act? I was pretty shocked. Oh, so are you going to go back to work now?
Yes. I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia. Now, I will have some more time to prepare.
If you must. Can I come with you?
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon, get the clapperboard. Actors, to your positions. We're about to start shooting the first scene.
You're lucky that Farina is still here, or else I would have backed out a long time ago.
Go on now. And please take good care of Ayaka.
You know I will, Ayato.
Yep, don't worry.
You can count on us. Good luck with your work.
Thank you.
Of course.
I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
Yeah.
All right, now that we're all here, let me help set the scene for everyone.
You guys don't understand. I am so disappointed. I'm so bummed out. I almost don't. I mean, I will continue, obviously. There's not a single man in this group anymore. Well, besides Xavier. What gorgeous man am I gonna look at? Alright.
The first scene takes place when our two main characters are still living at the Baron's estate. They've been ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why. We want to capture how naive and innocent they are, despite their pain. Chevres will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris. Be sure to get close-ups of the main characters at the right moment.
Got it.
Silence on the set! Lights, camera, action!
Let's go!
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip! I'm home!
Zoom in for a close shot with the mother, zoom out for a wide shot.
Mother! You were out for so long, we were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treat, apple turnovers.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Close up on the mother, on Tulipe.
Huh? What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
But I didn't notice them this morning.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out just now. By the way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
That's so cute.
Well, we've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
Dang, she does sound young.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
Oh, that's so sad.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Don't say it. Shh. Okay,
it's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. No one can define you with such words.
That's right.
You both have wonderful lives ahead of you. Just like your names. You will both blossom like beautiful flowers. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet, but one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
And cut!
Dang, that was good.
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take.
I hope my filming was okay.
Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time.
True.
Oh, got it.
She did say let's go.
Great. I was a little worried that my nerves would get the better of me. What about you, Chevros?
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
You two were great. I couldn't tell it was your first time acting in a film. You should have more confidence.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try a few more camera angles.
Nice. Everything proceeds at a great pace. Deals are set. You begin to film the second scene.
This scene is when our two characters return home, only to discover their mother has been murdered.
No!
Ready? Lights! Camera! Action!
Mother, we're back.
Oh no.
Mother? What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? What's...
Oh no!
Mother! Mother... She's...
There's poison in this cup.
Huh? I could have sworn I've seen this kind of cup before.
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions.
Oh dang. That's really good. Fudge.
Iris, we need to leave this place.
Leave? But now that Mother is gone, where can we even go?
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But are we just going to let them get away with this?
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
No, wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you. Someday.
And cut!
Oh, snap! That was good.
Beautiful!
Holy
Great
crap.
performance!
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those real tears I saw? How did you do it?
I was surprised too.
Yeah, honestly, I was too. I was like, are you okay?
Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, I told myself not to think about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character.
Okay, good. I was hoping you weren't crying over your own parents' death or anything. Nah, she probably was.
It's quite similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy?
Cute, Farina.
Pipe down, everyone! We need to move on to the next scene!
A full day of filming on the set quickly passes. Is everyone leaving? Aw, bye.
Huh? Are we done already? But Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapperboard. How do you feel, Traveler? Is your arm sore from holding the camera all day?
A little bit, but it was a lot of fun.
Good work, you two.
Thanks, you as well.
You too, Shivers. You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset.
Nice.
Anyway, do you remember my request from yesterday?
I do.
Oh, right! We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot! You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So, how are they similar exactly?
In the story, the main characters grow up to become two musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their revenge. And on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned.
So you mean there were rainbow roses in your case too? Dang.
Yes, that's correct. We found rainbow roses just like in the novel. Seems like you're connecting the dots now.
Oh, that does sound pretty concerning, especially after seeing the script today. Ooh, now Paimon can't stop wondering what kind of ulterior motive the murderer might have. What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
If we're only there to assist, then I think we can join the case.
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice.
My pleasure.
There's no time to lose. We should start investigating right away. Follow me.
Got it.
Right now? Well, we just got done filming all day. Paimon's so tired.
The most valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant, you will pass right by them in the fog. That's how one of my favorite books always puts it, at least.
Wow, I liked that.
So, where are we going right now?
Let's start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is making their own weapons, it's very likely that they'll visit those sort of places.
I'm gonna be honest. It would have been awesome to hear Ayato say those lines with those emotions. It would have never been heard from, or that would be brand new stuff. He has never showed emotion like that. It would have been nice to have seen it.
Welcome to LeChaux's Clockwork Workshop. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special components lately.
Special components? Sorry, could you be more specific?
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically used for clockwork toys, but for firearms.
Huh? For firearms? No, we don't sell those sort of things here.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating a case, and we're hoping that you could cooperate.
Well, To be completely honest, I'm not even sure what kind of components that would entail.
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual rather than on behalf of an organization?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk on behalf of their organization.
Interesting.
Is that so? I understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
So they might be part of an organization, huh? Possibly. Real quick. I know I'm such a simp. Yes, I admit it. I am an Ayato simp through and through. Just like how I'm a Nouvelette simp through and through. But I have never been more disappointed to see a character be shown in the special program and like the trailer for it, and then have them not actually be in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably just me and I'm okay with that, but I've never been more disappointed. I kid you not. If Ayaka and Farina weren't in it, I probably wouldn't still be recording.
I'm sure I've forgotten something.
Yeah.
Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
I'll tell you what you've forgotten. You've forgotten to be a part of the story. Yes, that's it. Drink your boba. You beautiful boba man. Okay, let's continue. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, Chevris. Run out of oil for your musket again?
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently to order some firearm components.
Oh, is this another case? Let me think. I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontaine Film Festival, but I refused all of those requests.
Oh? Why's that?
Because there's no profit! I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to make some new molds just for the festival.
Don't forget to drink some water, guys. Sorry, I just did.
Then has anybody come specifically looking for mechanical components?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Cendre. I don't typically give them to one specific person.
I love Estelle because I feel like her voice actress really tries to make the French words sound French. And I really appreciate that because I have no idea how to say them in French. So I appreciate that she gives it like 150%.
I understand. Thanks for your cooperation.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
Unless she is French, then that just makes sense.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go off yet.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, let's head to Fleuve Cendre next.
See? That's how I would say it. Fleuve Cendre.
Huh? Are you sure? People might not be so thrilled to see the captain of the special patrol there.
You think so, huh? Then I guess you don't know.
I don't know what.
Huh? Know what?
That I grew up in Fleuve Cendre.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's awesome.
Hello, I'd like to ask some questions.
Hello.
I don't know anything.
We didn't even ask you anything.
Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody.
You say that now.
True.
It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing a citizen?
I would expect her to just be giving her like a get out of jail free card. Shh, keep your lips sealed and no one will ever know. Besides, it's called buying info.
Seems you're different from the other guards. What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fleuve Cendre lately? Anything at all?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night. So loud that it's been waking me up.
Were they gunshots?
That's what I thought of.
Possibly. It's hard to tell around here. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere, it's all the same. But the noises I'm talking about definitely happened after I fell asleep.
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Oh my gosh, she wants more.
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
She needs to think about it some more.
You tell me.
Oh my gosh.
Then please, think about it some more.
Nice.
She's giving her even more Mora!
Yes, Paimon. I didn't see anything. Maybe she's just giving out some pâté de fruit.
The noises came from the end of the southern waterway. I came out and had a look for myself and I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close. That's all I know.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Thanks for the pâté de fruit.
Oh, it's fruity. Gotcha. It looked like fruit, and so I said fruit.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to talk.
I'm pretty sure that's just how you get any kind of people to talk. What talk? I want some pâté de fruit too. Can I have some too?
Seems you catch on pretty quick.
Oh, of course. I studied this.
Now then, let's keep going.
Yeah, I guess. Sorry. I studied criminal justice in college. Shocker, I know.
It's been a while, Tetro.
Gosh, I love this. I love the music of Fontaine.
Please, just get on with your request.
Oh, who this? That was a nice voice.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
Sorry.
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson. I can allocate some more manpower to help out with that problem. What do you say?
That's a nice exchange.
You're still as helpful as ever. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
Huh.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
Well, who found it is the better question.
This is Fleuve Cendre, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day. But that gun turned out to be an exception. It didn't get any new wear and tear on it.
No?
And didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite mystified as to what could have happened.
Interesting.
I suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the guards.
You mean, a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track them down? Maybe. But if that's the case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
Now I'm curious, do they have like serial numbers on their muskets?
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
Good catch.
In Fleuve Cendre, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in his eyes.
And who is that?
So, who was the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't bother. Even if you ask, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Chevreuse. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
Oh, dang.
I'll come and go as I please. And I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my work.
Get wrecked.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Duly noted.
What's all this? Some broken planks and barrels, as well as some liquor bottles?
Yes, but have a closer look, Paimon.
Were they targets? Used for practice?
even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up.
There they are.
These are obviously marks from musket bullets. In other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot. They were using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
Called it.
Could it have been the killer?
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendres own guns, few hide the fact from others. And even fewer would go to such lengths to hide markings from practice shots. Anyway, let's go. There might be more to this.
Are we investigating further?
Seems like that's all we'll be able to uncover for today.
Ah, bugger.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than up on the surface.
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect, then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back.
I either thought he probably disassembled it for parts, or he like sketched it to make a working gun himself, or maybe like took a mold of it or something.
In the following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket, and took it to the Fleuve Cendres for target practice.
Nice. That's clever.
Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder.
Not so clever.
Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
Dang. I'm curious what his motive is, then.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still no closer to figuring out the killer's identity.
About the guy who died.
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve Cendres. It's said that he was a poor, solitary man.
Interesting. But if we're following the novel, shouldn't the guy have been a nobleman? True.
Yeah, that's also something I'm trying to figure out.
Then I'm really curious about his motive behind it then.
If we are indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then this murder should be an act of vengeance. But according to our investigation, the deceased didn't have any enemies.
At least that you know of.
He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to shoot him dead. Much less care to leave a rose on his body.
I wonder if that was just another target practice session. But it was the first. It was probably a test to see if he could get away with it too.
What message is the killer trying to convey? And to whom exactly?
Don't know. Could they be the novelist? What?
We've thoroughly investigated that possibility.
Huh, what an interesting thought.
He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Okay, so he has an alibi.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well.
Yeah.
He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the proper procedures were followed. There are also records of him at an orphanage before then.
That could be something.
In the story, the mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence.
Yeah.
More importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person. He didn't seem like the kind of person who would pull the trigger to kill a man.
Are you kidding me? I love it when people say crap like that because that is so incorrect. Like, oh my gosh. Literally anyone is capable of doing that, even if they don't seem like it. Take me, for example. Depending on situation, circumstance, whatever, yeah, I'd probably kill somebody. Sorry. So I hate it when people say he didn't seem like the kind of person who would do that.
Then, what should we do now? We have all this new information, but it doesn't help us move forward.
Investigations take time. I didn't expect us to catch the culprit in just a single day.
They would be really sloppy if that was the case.
How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation once we're done with the film. I'm sure that given time, new leads will present themselves.
Yeah, like another victim.
Wait, but weren't you saying Inco
sorry.
is like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were to stop looking?
Possibly.
Ah, but the book had more than one reference to the islands, Paimon.
Oh? What else did it say then?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
Okay. So we'll eventually come upon another clue. Nice. Is that... Oh. We can still talk to her.
What? Never thought that the captain of the security and surveillance patrol could come from the Fleuve Cendra?
No. Of course you could. What? Anyway, I have to say I'm pretty shocked. I'm sure that wasn't easy.
You mean rising through the ranks? It was a struggle, for sure. But as long as you can distinguish yourself through your accomplishments and skills, you'll eventually be recognized for your worth.
Yeah, heck yeah.
If you look at it another way, my life at Fleuve Cendra has actually taught me a lot of valuable skills.
Yeah, I'll say. You definitely have more street intelligence than people who weren't raised like that.
Skills like how to barter with criminals or how to think in their shoes.
That's literally what I just said.
Of course, I'd appreciate it if you could keep this a secret between us.
For what purpose? Hey, tell me a reason, huh? Give me a reason. Cause I don't see a good one. I don't think it matters where you come from. All right, well, honestly, I'm kind of more into Chevreus's storyline now with all of the detective stuff than the movie, which is funny. I wasn't expecting that. So, mainly because my man Hayato isn't in the acting anymore. But I am glad we get to do this with Chevreus because it's very fascinating, very interesting to me. Anyway, I hope you beautiful people have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. All right, later.